Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Power, and then from that point on, the game was kind of over. Azir and Na to be locked away here. Of course, Zeus' most iconic. His debut champion that he really did make a real mark for himself on, as Talia is locked.
Yeah, they wanted to honor that MVP rejoined the league, so didn't steal that one. But in the top lane, Zeus is in trouble.
Yeah, might be having a bit of a bad time here. Turret not going to get tanked just yet. This is being played pretty beautifully by the Na. However, can be a very difficult time as Doran going to very comfortably just move out of the turret range. Elise, she's just the best divers. Okay, Chovy in a bit of trouble here as he does just flick back the Emperor of Shurima.
I want to point out Gen.G's vision control. They have 3 wards on the top side of the map. A control ward deep next to Raptors. Peanut knows he can pull this off. He's
the heal going to be used preemptively. That is a great cleanse just after the relentless pursuit. Gumayusi may still go down, and there it is. Second blood, going over to Pays. But he may just go down. Peanut going to be the first one to fall. Now Pays looking for even more. This is aggressive. Flashes the last possible second to get out of the way of the Aqua Prison. Gen.G, they give away 1 kill in the aftermath, but otherwise a dive that does work out until it doesn't.
Like I said, though, fishing for those early Zeri kills here in a lot of ways around these early skirmishes, it was tough to pull off, and they did it at the expense of Peanut. But all of that vision I was talking about made Peanut feel like he was safe to pull this off. But let me draw your attention to the mini-map where we actually see Owner passing through lane.
Yeah. But often you do see him sort of run out of steam.
And he's a really unique champion in that he's very tanky and annoying to deal with, but then he also becomes a deadly killing force, right, in a team fight. And this is the going back for another pass here. Owner this time with bullets available.
There's a Weaver's Wall up here as well. Peanut does kind of get thrown away, but the Cocoon is still going to land. Gumayusi will be the first to fall. Carrier now down here. Peanut goes up into the sky, trying to escape this one. The glitter lands, but the turret, never mind.
Still in range of that one.
Yeah,
even
ran
after
out of spiderlings, you know? Yeah, hey, Chovy, Weaver's Wall at the ready, spotted out. As Ona has the opportunity to go in for a little bit of a steal. Oh, the polymorph is beautiful. That is going to mean that Peanut can lock this one down. Of course, very difficult to steal things away from an Elise.
Very late that they can't get much value out of. In fact, are going to lose their mid turret here to the group up of 4. 1-3-1ing in terms of getting extra experience here, but not threatening that bottom turret is
mid lane. Shirley does basically nothing there. And meanwhile, Faker's on the top side of the map. Weaver's Wall will come in, and now Gen.G are trying to force. There it is. Owner should be taken down here as Pays manages to pick up that kill, but Peanut immediately taken out. Doran just running behind the turret, diving forward onto Zeus, and Faker just says, welcome to the LCK, Pays. You're just now some money in my pocket. He's now slightly overextended. Doran will be able to take him down, but the message has been sent.
The message was sent for sure, Atlas, but they actually take the Zeri out this time. A third kill does go.
A dead Nami in a lot of scenarios.
Doran has no TP. He has to run all the way back. This is really risky for Gen.G to contest, but they feel like with a full health Zeri, they've got enough here. Chovy still has ult.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall can be so impactful in this moment. He's going to use it here, seeing whether he can split them off. Relentless pursuit to get over the wall, but now Zeus in the back of the pit. He's going to be the one that locks down the dragon. A disaster for Gen.G. They were really relying on that to give them that extra. Move out of the way of that one quite comfortably.
Yeah, here comes Elise, though. It's going to be the
whole
whole squad.
This movie before. Cocoon is going to connect. That is a very dead Na. But does that mean T1 are able to take down this Baron already? They are on top of it. Chovy will be able to get the information, but can the rest of the team actually get there in time?
It's a good question. I mean, he's got Weaver's Wall, but there's no follow-up here. This is going to be super tight. He cuts them in half.
Yeah, does give the information, but I have a feeling they can just rush this one down. Tidal Wave is fantastic at buying time.
Can they get out, though? I think they can.
Yeah, and Zeus is like, well, guys, you managed to get a Baron.
Well,
and the rest
try
of them
to attempt to collapse and chase here.
Oh,
then when they let
take
go,
a turret first. Yeah.
When they let him go, and once T1 realizes they're just going to let us recall, they can commit to killing the turret here with those Baron minions. Very easy. So T1 getting a massive win here. Yeah, you lose your Gnar player alone bottom side, but if you don't need his damage gone before this Baron, or rather, excuse me, before this Drake, but Gen.G are just in no position to contest it.
Yeah. Hayes as well, forced to buy himself a Last Whisper as well, but now a potential fight. Seismic Shove is going to pull back Gumayusi. Still, he's able to get out. Doran now finds himself on the flank. They managed to get the kill on the Lucian. That is a lot of DPS now missing. All eyes on Faker now as T1 look to try and escape to light. So extraordinarily low as Ona diving on in already. Gets into that backline. Chovy goes golden to make sure that he mitigates it, but Faker has picked up one already. There's the Gnar. The Emperor's Divide as well. Chovy goes down for the double kill. Ona's going to fall, and Pays is the last hope here for Gen.G, but it's not going to be enough. He's just going to skate his way out. Does not want to tempt fate this time. Faker is dead. There is not necessarily a lot of DPS left on T1. Gen.G have started off this Drake. T1 in position, all 5 members. All buttons ready to be pressed as Doran dives on forward. That's going to be Soul Point, but now the fight is going to begin. Ona inside the pit. Immediately, Doran's just going to try and bring him out of there. The all-out is going to come through. There's the cease and desist. Can Doran actually win this one as Pace skates over to meet the Vi? Doran dashes into the brush without it.
Yeah.
So definitely still a scary time to be Gen.G as Ona possibly caught out here. Doran dives on in. There's the exhaust. He's still very, very tanky. Delight has to run the heck out of there as he's taken down almost to nothing. Gumayusi finds his moment and just tags the Lulu. And now it is T1's turn to have 5 versus 4.
Yeah, and this means no wild growth for this fight. If Pays is going to carry it, he's going to do so without that critical ultimate here. Chovy's ult coming up online. Here we go.
Well, Faker has said that he wants to start this one off first. Doesn't exactly find too much joy there with the Emperor's Divide, but the rest of the team, they're there to clean up, and there is nothing that Gen.G can do. Doran, yeah, he dashes a million times, but it doesn't matter. Eventually, he will head to the Death Chamber, and the second Baron to be picked up here for T1.
Who needs dragons? T1's just taken the purple one up here on the top side of the map, 2 for 2, and now you have the ability to push and really threaten these inhibitor turrets and actually
and get to work.
I was scared when we cut replays like that. Sometimes it means somebody's dying.
Well, I mean, it was almost peanuts, so I think it was a good idea to kind of get out of it and get on with the action.
Speaking of, it's slow action, but it's, like I said, inhibitor turrets under threat now.
Yeah, Chovy just going to try and help throw some rocks around, clear out these waves as best he can, but not exactly the greatest at taking down these super creeps. They're standing so far away. Does have seismic show. When that does land, things work out quite nicely. Pretty tanky here with the Baron buff now available as Doran diving forward, doesn't find Zeus. Gen.G well and truly on the ropes.
They have such a good angle for Faker here. If anyone overextends, level 16, Gen.G just has to respect it and let that turret go. Faker going to keep this ranged minion alive here, this cannon just chipping away at the inhibitor.
Well, Gen.G, do they have one last team fight in them? Carrier says maybe they do, as he throws a wave towards them. But it is looking really, really difficult. And the amount of pressure that T1 have had, fine, doesn't count. Loses his flash, that's fine. They are going to get to work now on this Hextech Drake. Only their second dragon of the game is now Peanut. Could be in trouble. Has to repel, but has absolutely nowhere to go. Oh, the timing was amazing on that tidal wave. And now Zeus trying to fight too. Chovy is here to teleport to come through. They want to try and even out the scoreline while this dragon goes down. And I think, once again, Sacrificial Gnar is going to come through. Zeus is like, I'm done, I'm getting out of here. Tries to get into the Hexgate, it does not work. And that is a 7th kill for Pays. In the meantime, Doran does have to use that extended dash towards an ally there with his E. Now the last hope for the LCK champions as Cocoon connects.
Is it sad, or is it an opportunity to prove yourself?
It is definitely an opportunity, but it is so much pressure as now he, takes a lot of damage there from Gumayusi, who says, no, it's not your time. I'm sorry.
His team will
not in your first game, buddy.
Yeah. His team will have to give him an opportunity to prove himself, because Zeri's not a one-man team.
Well, Gnar is going to pull Doran back, and he is just dead. Very nicely picked up there. Gumayusi, the one to grab that last hit, but Zeus setting up for it, finally getting his revenge there.
These picks, you know, the timing of Baron, it's perfect for T1. You poke out Pays, he has to back away. You can't look for a punish as Gen.G, you can't look for that fight. Suddenly T1 get a kill. That's all they need for a Baron.
Exactly, and okay, that's a really nice flick there onto Faker. He does go golden, trying to keep himself alive as Pays going to get engaged on cease and desist comes in. The chain of CC is gorgeous. Gumayusi's able to lock down that kill. Faker does eventually go down, but there's just no damage left. It's just cleanup here for T1 as Chovy, he's like, I'm walling, I'm getting out of here, I'm done.
Save my KDA!
As, Ona is going to say, nah. It is going to be, a bit of a fight for it, but I think that Ona is going to be tanky enough Walks out of the way of the threaded volley, and there he goes.
Toby's like, let him kill the Nexus.
Well, here we go. T1 are going to be able to take game number 1 here. Gen.G had a few moments here and there, but ultimately T1 owned this map and looked so good doing it. Really good stuff, and this is what we expect.